What is the biggest narrative of the decade, AI or crypto? I say both, and one project sits at the intersection of the best narratives of our lifetime. If Ethereum is the OG of smart contracts and Solana powers DeFi and meme coins, then Zero G Labs is the decentralized home for artificial intelligence. Stay with me as we uncover what Zero G is bringing to the table, what exactly is Zero G, and much more, okay? First off, it's the largest layer 1 blockchain built specifically for AI. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Can't other layer 1s do the same job? Technically, yes, but that's like saying a Swiss Army knife can turn screws. I mean, sure, it works, but wouldn't you rather just use a screwdriver? You know, something that's specifically designed for the job? Well, Zero G is that screwdriver, but for AI. It's the first decentralized AI operating system, a full stack that includes verifiable AI storage, AI compute, a service marketplace, and a layer 1 blockchain to tie it all together with on-chain verifiability. Pretty cool, right? By the way, thanks to Zero G for sponsoring this video. I'll leave links down below where you can learn more about Zero G in the description. I'm also a private round investor in Zero G. As always, you can find full risk and portfolio disclosures down below in the YouTube description, the pinned tweet over on X. So Zero G, look, they are enabling truly on-chain AI where the models, the data, and even the outputs can all be verified and secured transparently. Here's a quick history. Zero G Labs was founded during the pandemic by Stanford graduates Michael Heinrich and Thomas Yao. They reconnected over shared interests in Web3 and AI. They were soon joined by Ming Wu and Fan Long from Conflux. Together, they set out to solve a critical Web3 challenge, data availability. Their goal, build a modular AI chain with an infinitely scalable data layer, creating the foundation for an open, verifiable, and decentralized AI ecosystem. In case you didn't know, AI and crypto go together like bread and butter because you need the verifiability of blockchains for AI. And that mission matters because today's AI is a black box. You just have to trust the results. Trust me, bro. Big tech lords is what they're telling us, right? Well, unknowingly handing over your personal data for free to the big tech lords. Centralized AI giants control these trust me, bro AI models, and most users don't even know what's happening behind the scenes. Zero G wants to flip the script, turn this model on its head. Instead of blind trust, everything becomes totally transparent, and it's not controlled by a single entity. Developers, data providers, and users can see how models are trained, what data they use, and even confirm that outputs are accurate. That is a huge leap for accountability and a big step forward for fairness in the AI crypto space. At its core, Zero G is building the operating system for decentralized AI, but let's just break it down a bit. First, there's the storage element. Think of it like a giant public library where every book is copied across countless shelves. No single librarian can lose it, lock it away, or change the story. That's how OGs keep AI data secure and verifiable and can move that data at lightning speeds. Up to 50 gigabytes per second throughput for data availability, which is 100x cheaper, and storage throughput is 2 gigabytes per second, making it faster than industry-leading Filecoin. This 2 gigabytes per second is the fastest decentralized cold storage network in the entire Web3 industry. Next, there's data availability. Picture wide open highways, baby. AI models need a non-stop flow of data, and Zero G makes sure that the lanes never get jammed, even at massive scale. This is what allows Zero G to be tens of thousands of times faster and cheaper than other blockchain systems. Then there's the computing power. So imagine an Airbnb, but for GPUs. Anyone with extra hardware can essentially rent it out, and developers who need processing power, of course, can then go and access it, book it, and use it instantly. No middleman. Instead, smart contracts handle everything, the payments, the verification, all that kind of stuff. And again, it's your one-stop shop for decentralized AI because all this stuff exists in the same place. And here's where the breakthroughs really shine. We have DeLocox. DeLocox sounds like a kind of a sci-fi super drug or something, right? Anyway, lets you train AI models over 100 billion parameters across a decentralized network, and it just needs 1 gigabyte per second. Parameters are like brain cells of an AI model, and 1 Gbps is like the speed of some household internet nowadays. In short, training a super brainy AI model with just a few resources. It's crazy. Meanwhile, CC Agent acts like a traffic controller, keeping data and AI agents from crashing into each other. Together, these innovative breakthroughs show that Zero G isn't just catching up to the centralized AI networks. It's inventing completely new ways to scale it using blockchain technology. And these breakthroughs are just the tip of the iceberg. Tech aside, Zero-G already has one of the most impressive ecosystems of Web3. On testnet alone, it's processed over 650 million transactions, secured by more than 8,000 validators, and 22 million active accounts. That's not a project in theory, some kind of just white paper in a dream. That's real adoption in action. Backing this growth is serious capital. Zero-G has raised over $350 million from tier 1 investors like Hack VC, Delphi Ventures, OKX Ventures, Samsung Next, Animoca, and many, many more. That kind of firepower gives it the runway to build for the long haul, not just for the next hype cycle. And the partnerships speak for themselves. More than 300 projects are already building with Zero-G, including giants like Alibaba, Aura, and Optimism. That's insane. With the Mainnet launching soon, Zero-G has opened KYC for alignment node operators. To be clear, retail users are not getting KYC to use the chain. By the way, the sale of nodes was open to the community, just to be clear. The KYC is for the nodes that act as referees for the decentralized AI, monitoring models, verifying outputs, and keeping data honest. KYC ensures these operators are real, accountable participants, protecting the network and building trust from day one. Now, at the same time, Guild on Zero-G is inviting builders, creators, and visionaries to come and experiment and test things out, to design, to deploy AI-powered applications directly on the network. With $8.88 million in prizes, grants, and gas credits up for participants. So that can help, of course, accelerate development of verifiable, permissionless AI experiences on the decentralized computing network for AI, Zero-G. This could be a major moment for the future of Web3. So in case you've been living under a rock and you haven't noticed, AI is not just the future, it's here now, today. But to harness its full potential, we need infrastructure that's safe, transparent, and scalable. If you leave it up to the likes of Facebook and Google, I worry about our future. But if at least we have decentralized networks, that's a step in the right direction. That's big. Nobody wants shady players messing with our data or some rogue AI going full sci-fi villain mode. Even Elon Musk thinks that AI is potentially more dangerous than nukes. That's where Zero-G Labs swoops in, building the ultimate decentralized AI operating system. Another key point, the US is rapidly emerging as the world's crypto capital. Even 401k plans are no longer off limits for digital assets, thanks, of course, to recent regulatory shifts that have opened up the doors and rescinded prior cautions. Alternatives like crypto are now seen as cool and normal investments. Michael Heinrich, co-founder and CEO of Zero-G Labs, called this a watershed moment for crypto's integration into the financial system, and he's spot on. I think if we give it more time, it'll not just integrate into the system, it will be the system. With Zero-G Labs sitting pretty at the AI blockchain crossroads, this is something that has the juice to disrupt both spaces. So it's going to get very, very exciting. So keep your eye on it. Again, I've left links down below where you can go and find out more information about Zero-G Labs, what they're doing. Go check it out. Thanks for watching.